You don't really know someone until you just go through it. And I'm talking about losing a job, health scare. For me, it was with my partner early on in a relationship. She was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was carrying our son. So that's how you get tested, right? For a lot of people, you don't get tested in your marriage, for example, until 20 years. Somebody's going to get sick, right? For 20 years in, then, you get sick, for example, and it turns out that your partner's a very selfish person. In my men's group, we talked about how people can just surprise you for the worst. Your partner who you thought who was there thick and thin, and maybe you're married or you were married to them. And there are those vows through sickness and through health, but then somebody gets sick and they can't handle it. So they leave. Or another one is where, and this is very common, is you lose your job or finances change. And then the lifestyle has to change and they don't want to stick around for that. It's very common. And then we talked about, okay, well, who's to blame? And the men were talking about how, well, aren't there red flags I could have looked out for? And honestly, no. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not in that fashion. You have people that'll say, well, I would have threw out some tests. I would have been like, and this is what I do early on in my relationships. I'll take them out to dinner and say, I can't pay. A couple months in, I'll talk about how I got, laid off at my job. Don't live the lie, but just tell the lie. Don't live the lie, but tell the lie to get the truth out of them, to see who they are. I'm not going to lie, pun intended. It can seem like a smart idea, but also wasteful. Because here's the thing, you're going to tell a lie to try to get the truth, but you're still not going to get the full truth. You're not going to know until you actually get sick. You're not going to know until you actually lose your job and you go through that. Losing your apartment or your house, your condo, losing your lifestyle for real, right? And going through those pressures for real. They're going to really know a person if they're really in it with you. The lie is not enough, honestly. Now, if you want to be a method actor and actually live through it with them, but then that's just going to get you in trouble, isn't it? Living a lie to find the truth. I get it, what they're trying to do, but it's like, come on. It's not going to work because the devastation comes from you thought you knew who they were until XYZ happened. And it shouldn't be where you blame yourself because I should have known, I should have looked out for it, but you were never challenged is my point. Not in that way, not in that depth that you just can't mimic through pretending. That's my point. And that's why love is such a risk. And you have to go in it kind of blind, and you're not going to really understand completely who that person is until you get tested. And it's always an if you come out the other side. If you come out the other side of cancer, for example, like we did, she's been in remission for a while. Things are good. And our son is here and healthy. She's healthy. And we're better for it. A lot of people don't make that. And you're just not going to know. And even though you might say, okay, well, now that let's say we did make it and I got divorced, but now I know what to look out for. Not necessarily. Because even though you can be more cautious and you can be more aware of who a person is in certain situations to where you're not going to try to have love blind you so much, life is still going to throw you for a loop. Is it not? My point is, it's more important to understand that love can be worth it. I think love is worth it. But to sit there and blame yourself for not seeing certain things that are impossible to see until you live it, until you're actually living that challenge. Not be hard on yourself. Be open to love, be open to life, because life is pain as well as joy. And I think that you are going to regret when you're older to not experience all the things that life can bring you. And even the bad, because I've been able to come out the other side of this as a better person, more selfless, Not to say that I applaud the health scare and this is just the best thing ever, but I'm saying no take backs.